What do you think about Britain's exit? Brexit.
Brexit. Well, oddly enough, in a weird way, Brexit, for our American viewers, I have to explain that Brexit is not a person. No, it's not. It means Britain leaving, exiting the European Union. Britain exit. Brexit. It's like J-Lo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Brexit. It's not a person, it's a thing. But nevertheless, the Brexit campaign weirdly mirrors the Trump campaign. And for the same reason.
Really?
Yes. Because you have a vast mass of inchoate resentment and horror at the general turn of things, which in this country manifests in support for Trump. In Britain, it manifests in support for Brexit. Why? Because there is a huge feeling, and again, very inarticulate, that the common man in both countries has been sold down the river by his masters. I'm not saying that's a bad thing either. I mean, those masters are very nice people, some of them. They wear the right clothes, drink the right wines, eat the right foods. I'm all for that. But the system under which Britain operates today, under the EU, has not, in the minds of many Britons, benefited the country at all. It's brought in swarms of immigrants who have altered the nation's culture and style. It's shipped all sorts of jobs overseas. Any of this sounding familiar?
Yeah.
And they hope that if Britain leaves the EU, these things can be put a stop to. A lot of people also hope, both in Britain and overseas, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, etc. Not the Canadian Prime Minister, though. Justin Bieber Trudeau is... what? That's his name, isn't it? Anyway, he's inherited his father's probity and his mother's brains, which is a very sad legacy to pass on to anybody. But anyway, he's come out against it, but that's a classist thing, because the elites in Britain are certainly not in favor of it. Mr. Obama's against it. They're all against Brexit. But a lot of Australians, Anglo-Canadians, New Zealanders, etc., are very much in favor of it because inevitably what would have to happen is a reinvigoration, almost a refounding of the Commonwealth. There are a lot of people, for instance, who are very keen on free movement between the Commonwealth countries, especially Britain, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. So that would, probably happen. My gut feeling, and again, this is my prediction, I could be wrong. If Brexit wins, and I'm not going to try to call that.
Okay.
But if Brexit does succeed at the box office, as it were, what will happen is that Mr. Cameron will establish a machinery for doing it, because Britain is very, very tied now to Europe in many, many ways, and to disassemble that would require a certain amount of work. There's no way you can just do it like that. But he'll probably establish a 4, 5, 10-year program for doing it, during which time the EU will turn the economic screws on Britain in order to be able to say, aha, you see, you are going to be all going to go bankrupt because of this. And then sometime down the line, the government of the day, Labour and Tory, will have another referendum in hopes of getting it right. See, the way our rulers always operate is they keep throwing referenda at their peoples until they get the right result.
Mm-hmm.
Like divorce in Ireland. You just keep doing it, and then when it's the right result, then it becomes the law of the land, sacred and inviolable. So that's what I think will happen with Brexit. I could be wrong.